Alright, boys. You clicked on this video because you want to clear Raja Naga for the most brain-dead way possible. Well, I got you. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, this is the team you want to run. If you don't have Manami, you can just sub in Luful or a healer. Anything works. As for Wonder Personas, I have Cert for the Ex Machina buff, Dionysus, and Norn. Alright. And then as for your DPS, you're going to run On. Your two sustains are going to be Minami. Soy's also a pretty good debuffer. And you have Rico as your Navi. So let's go ahead and talk about cards. Cards, it's pretty easy. On, you want Acceptance and Strife. That's the fire set. Okay. With Minami, you want Trust and Prosperity. Every time you inflict the skill, it'll buff the party with an attack buff. Damage buff, my bad. And then with Soy, you want Departure and Control. Gives max HP. Also gives a damage shred as well. And then for Rico, you just want to run the generic Resolve Labor set for every Navi. Alright. And then now that that's done, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh, and of course run Ex Machina. Alright, let's go. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. So, this fight, pretty easy. At least on 4. With this team, you can kill it in maybe like 2 turns. So at Soy, you're going to S2 here. We're going to be following the 2-3 rotation for this fight. Changing it up because you don't really need to worry about dying here. Especially, you have a good healer like Luful or, Minami. And Minami just rotate between S2 and S3. Whatever you need healing on, right? Sometimes it's good to hog S3. And then On, just start with the S1 rotation into S3. And that's what the majority of the fight's going to look like. And don't worry about dying here. Then he'll do a lot of damage. At least not on this difficulty. And if Naga does lock on someone, make sure it's Shun. Shun has the highest HP out of the crew. Yep, go ahead and S1 with Rico here. So, the norm. And then here, I would just S3. And again, this fight is really easy. So I think y'all should be fine. And if, you feel like you might die, just Shun highlight here instead of On highlight here. More max HP. And then here, I Rebellion Dondio. Give it to On, obviously, for big damage. Minami, you can use S2 here, or S3. Again, you can hoard S3 with full stacks, just to have it on hand. Go ahead and Levian Rose. Big damage. Okay, and now the Naga's henchmen are gonna go ham on us. And again, just pray that Soy tanks this / lives. Again, if you can't live, instead of On highlighting, just, Shun highlight. Or Soy highlight. He's going to heal up his minions. And now you're going to go and S through at Rico. Make sure you heal up whoever needs healing. So in this case, Soy. There you go. Alright, go ahead and S2. Alright. I went for Revolution here. Because why not? It's good party-wide crit buff. Alright. Again, just use whatever skill you want for Minami, either S2 or S3. And if you don't have Minami, run whatever healer, right? And then here I Wondered highlighted for the Dio buff. Here you go. Big damage time. So instead of never mind. Yeah, you can do S3 there. It's fine. And presumably next turn you would want to S1, but by then you'll get Levian Rose. And it's up to you. You can S1 or you can just S3 and take the Levian Rose damage. It's really up to you. Alright, they'll do their attacks. Here, I just went IC defense. Just IC defense, bro. I was debating on using his gun or his S2 there, but I was like, whatever. I'll just play along. Okay. Go ahead, Marukunda here. And again, if you need that extra survivability, Norn is good. I just have SARS here just because. Alrighty. Yep, go ahead and S1 there. Minami, do whatever. S2 on, that's fine. And then here, we get Levian Rose. You can proc that. Big damage. And then Nagas are close to dying. Yeah, 4 is really easy. You run this team, you beat it in less than like 3 turns. Very fast team. On 5 though, man, I gotta do a guide for 5, y'all. Wish me luck on that, if I ever do it. But for the max rewards, you can just do 4. And then here, I'm just gonna use Soy's gun just to get the defense shreds. Or the damage shreds, my bad. And then Wonder, just whatever, man. At this point, you've won the fight. GG's. So, there you go. And that is Naga 4. Very easy fight. You know, this is where you get the max rewards too. So, if you don't feel like doing Naga 5, you don't have to do it. But, hey man, Naga 5 is indeed a flex. So, I might make a guide later on this week for it if I have time. But, there you go. That's how you clear Naga 4. And again, a few pointers. If you're dying with the focus target, just shouldn't highlight. You know, it'll increase the max HP. You know, instead of using Revolution on like Dionysus, you can always use Norn or King Frost. You know, they give pretty good shields. It'll help with survivability. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for like other pointers. And you know, hopefully you finish this in time. You know, it's good rewards. And again, if you enjoyed this content, leave a sub, comment, and you know, just check out my other videos, man. I plan on making other guides for P5X. And other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Deuces.